Are you going to take charge of your own life, or are you just going to let life happen to you? Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Alex, and this space is all about growth, lifestyle, and embracing womanhood. I share tips to help you level up, prioritize yourself, and rediscover the vibrant woman that's inside, because we all know a happy you makes a happy home. If you like content that is uplifting, inspiring, with relatable examples and tips that work, then you might want to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Today, I'm diving into a topic that has honestly given my life a reset and just a breath of fresh air, and that's therapy. I'm sharing my personal experience on how therapy has really just helped me as it relates to accountability, how finding the right therapist is just so critical, and how therapy overall has just helped to improve my life and my marriage. So whether you're married or you're single or somewhere in between, today I'll be talking about how therapy can help Black women embrace growth, shift their mindsets, and just break free of all those limiting beliefs. So let's get into it. First, let's talk about what made me finally decide to seek therapy. I have been considering therapy for a number of years, but I just never really jumped into it. What really triggered it is, honestly, I was dating somebody and that did it. It was just the whole dating scene in Atlanta that did it for me. I was in a situationship. Was it a relationship situation? I don't know at this point. And the guy was emotionally unavailable, and it just constantly left me feeling confused. And we all know God is not the author of confusion. So I was being triggered left and right. And I was just honestly tired of the games, tired of his games, tired of my games. Like, please believe I had my own petty moments. But I had really just started to outgrow that stage in my life. And I knew that it was time for a change. I mean, literally, I was just fed up. I was in the middle of a Pray for Your Future Spouse challenge with the One University. That's Jamal and Natasha Miller, if you've never heard of the One University. And at that time, God was just really revealing to me, like, some of this man's actions that he just wasn't the one. Like, he wasn't the one. And I was accepting of that. It was okay. Like, if you're not the one, where's the one? Just move out my way. I really just wanted to get to the root of why I kept attracting these type of guys. Like, what was it in me that was bringing them to me? What habits could I change so that I could do better? Because I was just ready to find my husband. So I'm like, help from you, help from God, help from whoever is helping. Let me invest in it. Now, I want to say that I have always loved myself, right? Cutting people off has never been an issue for me. Like, you ain't right, I'll cut y'all quick, baby. I don't waste my time. But even in that strength, I realized that I needed some additional tools to help me identify some of the red flags and create a path forward. So therapy was just really a next step for me to really understand and fix some of those patterns that I had and that I needed to change to get the results that I wanted. So if you're watching this and you feel like you're just going in circles, whether it's dating, whether it's your friendships, or just life in general, therapy is a tool that can really help you break those patterns. You got to know when enough is enough. You have to be willing to put in the work to provide a better life for yourself. So before anybody else can help you, are you willing to help yourself? Ask yourself that question. Am I ready to get what's on the other side of change? And if the answer is yes, then that's the first step. Accepting that you really need help in a certain area. Let's dive into the part of accountability. So therapy really holds up a mirror to your actions, and being accountable for your own behavior is really one of the most empowering steps that you can take. Like, as a Black woman, y'all know we carry the weight of the world on our shoulders. Like, we're the number one supporters of our Black men, of the children. Like, a lot is on our shoulders. And accountability allows you to break free from the mindset that everything is just outside of our control. I have always led with the mindset of, are you going to take charge of your own life, or are you just going to let life happen to you? Because if you let life happen to you, trust me, Any and everything will happen. You have to take control. Gotta take control of your own life. And this is exactly what therapy reinforced for me. It reminded me that while we can't control everything that's happening, we can absolutely control how we respond to things and what we do next. So it's about taking charge and being in control of your own narrative. One of the biggest lessons that I learned in therapy is to stop blaming other people or your past or your current situation for the things that are happening in your life. Accountability forces you to get real with yourself and recognize the role that you play in your own circumstances. Like, yes, you may have had a challenging childhood. I had a very challenging childhood, but that's over now. Can I sit around and blame my childhood for the rest of my life? No, I can't. And it's not easy, but it's very, very powerful. Once I realized that the only person that was holding me back was me, my whole mind shifted. It really just forced me to get real with myself. Like, get real with yourself, girl. But before all of that, before you get into therapy and you get to working on yourself, you gotta find the right therapist. So finding the right therapist is absolutely key. Key. Like, it's absolutely key. It's like one of the most important things. I'm not kidding. I had 2 therapists over the years, and the process of finding them was not hard, but it just taught me how important it is to connect with somebody that truly gets you. The first therapist I had was, back in 2017, 18, and then all up until COVID. I took a break from therapy because of COVID. I do not like virtual counseling. Like, I'm just somebody who, I need you to see my body language. I need you to look me in my eyes. Like, I need to be there so that you get me. Virtual is okay for some people. For me, I'm just an in-person type of girl. I needed to be there with somebody, like, feel my connection, feel my energy, feel how mad I was in this situation I'm explaining to you. I feel like your emotions come through like so much more clear when you're in person. And I really want to reap the full benefits of my in-person sessions. Like, tell me what I'm doing. Tell me, okay, Alex, you a little hostile right now. You need to calm down. Tell me. I want to be told. I found my first therapist through therapyforblackgirls.com. I'll link it down below in the description box if you want to check it out. And it was such a blessing because they were going to help me find somebody that was, number one, Black, and I felt like understood my culture and our way of being, and they could really just relate to me a little bit more. My second therapist, who I'm currently with, I found her through insurance, and I went through like 2 to 3 people before I found her. Like, finding a therapist is an interview process. You have to interview your therapist. Before I found the right person, the other 2 ladies, I was just like, nah. I knew what I wanted before I started looking. I wanted someone who was married. I wanted an older woman, likely in her 40s or older. I wanted somebody that had life experience. I wanted someone who has children, even though that wasn't a requirement, but I have children, so I need you to understand me on the level that I'm at. And it's just a bonus that my therapist is a stepmom, and she has also had a stepmom. So she's really able to help me when it comes to some of the challenges of step parenting, because she has experienced it through, her life and what she's doing with her family. But she can also give me feedback through the lens of a child who has had a step parent. So for me, that's just so helpful and so powerful because I need that. I'm a bonus mom. I need that level of support. Once I found her, like, we're like this. Like, she gets me. She tells me when I'm being crazy. She tells me when I need to calm down. Like, she gets me, okay? And I love her. Don't go nowhere. Don't move. Don't do nothing. Don't quit. Don't go nowhere. I need you. I need you, Miss White. Now, if you're gonna go get a therapist, let me tell you this one thing. I don't lie to my doctors, and I don't lie to my therapist. What good would it benefit me to roll up in my therapist's office and just start lying? Just started giving my one side of the story. First of all, your therapist is going to be able to see right through that. Why would you go in there not being truthful? Go in there to your therapist. Tell her what the problem is. Tell her what you're looking, him or her, could be a male therapist. Because look, I've been interested in hearing a male's perspective too, but that was more so when I was dating. My therapist needs to know exactly what's going on with me so that I can get the help that I'm looking for, right? Just keep it real with your therapist. I mean, that's what it's all about. When I go up in my therapist's office, y'all, I talk to her just like I'm talking to my homegirl. This is what happened. This is what I did. I know it wasn't right, but that's how I felt at the time. Of course, the more you're in therapy, growth's going to occur. Your comfortability level is going to be a little bit different. You're going to feel more ease when you walk into that therapist's office. Of course, the first couple of times, you're going to be nervous. But what good would it benefit you to go into your therapist's office being meek or shy or lying about the situation or not just giving all the information that you can up front? We are here to get help, right? We're not here to get the therapist on our side or against whomever we were in a situation with. We are here to get the help that we need to move forward and to do so in the best way possible. Now I'm on a bi-weekly schedule and it just ebbs and flows. Like sometimes I might go once a month if I have like, something coming up that's giving me anxiety. Like, maybe it's a holiday where we have to travel and figure out like, what are we going to do? What are our parents going to do? Sometimes those things, family can get overwhelming. So in those instances, I might go weekly up until the event or situation happens, or normally I go bi-weekly. But again, the important thing is it ebbs and flows, depends on your schedule. You make your own schedule. So maybe you'll start out going weekly, then it'll transition to bi-weekly, then it might transition to monthly. Maybe you'll only go for 10 sessions and you're done until you feel like you need more. Or maybe you're like me and you're just on a bi-weekly schedule and you're just going to go to the end of time. Okay? Because that's what right now, there is no end date in sight. Okay? I like having my therapist there for me. If I need her, I can call her. If I have to skip a session, we'll skip it. If I need an emergency session, we'll book it. I love just knowing that I have support in my back pocket for when I really need it. Also, knowing that I have upcoming sessions really prevents me from laying out all my problems to my mama, my husband, and my friends. Like, think about it. How many times have you called your friends and talked to them about this same thing over and over and over again? Like a situation, like things keep evolving in the situation and you keep telling your friends and the next thing you know, they're not interested anymore. They don't want to talk about your problems. They got their own problems. Therapy is there to alleviate you putting your problems on other people. Let the therapist help you. I can't think of the amount of times that in the past, I just used to talk to my friends about everything. And I have great friends, smart friends, very insightful friends. However, they're dealing with their own thing. Let me take my issues to the professional. Therapy is great for that. Your man don't want to hear about all your friend problems. Your friends don't want to hear about all your man problems. And your parents don't want to hear about your friends or your man. So just take it to therapy. Y'all, therapy has helped me learn so much about myself, like so much. Primarily my triggers and setting good boundaries. Also, family life. Becoming a mom just forces you to have a layer of responsibility that you never had before and that you don't know what it's like till you just, in there. So it helped me to shift my mindset and help me realize like I have to take care of myself in order to show up for my family in the best way possible. And that's what this channel is all about. So whether you're a mom or not, therapy is just really help you there to evolve through life's experiences. Life is gonna life, okay? And therapy is there to help guide you and to help you grow from things that you're experiencing. Now, I'm still in work in process, okay? Don't text me. I'm still a work in progress, but I do feel like now I am way better than I was at recognizing my triggers first and then responding later. I really encourage all Black women to go to therapy. There is such a stigma in the Black community about therapy. And I mean, mental health is really essential. Like, therapy is not about being weak. It's about being strong enough to know that you need a little bit of extra help and to grow. So whether you're married, single, a mom, not a mom, therapy can help you thrive and become the woman that you were meant to be. I hope this inspires you to consider therapy if it's something that you've been thinking about. Maybe you've never thought about it before. Maybe this video is just going to inspire you to take that first step. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Comment below. Have you been thinking about therapy? Are you scared of therapy? You don't know what to expect? Ask me any questions you want. Until next time, take care of yourself because you deserve that. And I'll see you next time.